Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 19th day of February 2023, I'd like to welcome you over to JM Bullion so we could look at those spot prices where they end of the week Friday. But before that, going to give a huge shout out and a big thank you to all of our channel members. Really appreciate all y'all. Be a lot more challenging without your support. Now let's bump over here to JM Bullion. Gold ended the week flat at 1850.91. Silver up 13 cents to 21.96. Platinum up 348 to 938.43, and palladium down 13.76 to 15.53.74. Would you ever think that gold would be $300 more than palladium? But here's the kicker with that. Okay, here we are at JM Bullion, and we are at the palladium, all right, metal. And well, you just can't get any. And if you did get some, well, you'd be paying through the nose, because check this graded example out right here at the top. Yeah, that's a 2020 ounce burnished American palladium equal MS70 first day of issue $3,153, and we're looking at double just about, right? That's incredible. So that's something to think about when we're looking here at palladium. If you can't obtain palladium, why is it so inexpensive, right? So that kind of begs the question. It's definitely counterintuitive, because if the supply is nil and there's a demand for it, wouldn't the price go through the roof? So is there no demand for it right now? What's going on with that? So speaking of demand, let's pop over here to the United States Mint. And this is the bullion sales, and we check this just about every day. This was updated every weekday by 5 p.m. Eastern time, all right? So we have Friday's date, which I believe was the 17th. And we are looking to see if the United States Mint added any additional coins on the 17th, and they haven't, because if there were, these items would fall right off. So yeah, it looks pretty lean. Not much demand for U.S. Mint bullion right now, especially those gold and silver eagles. I mean, look at that, only 9,000. It's remarkable how few and how lean the Mint's bullion sales is so far this year. I think that if it does continue on throughout this year with that lean sales, we are definitely going to see some, I would imagine, some really expensive eagles coming 10 years from now, I would imagine. Now, this is huge. Speaking of eagles, you got to see this. And this is something I always warn everybody about. Counterfeits, counterfeits, counterfeits. I'm telling you, that's why I buy from the mints, okay? Because you can always, if the mints doesn't sell counterfeit items, right? Okay, so here we go. This is Coin World. This is by Paul Gilks, dated February 16th, so that's Thursday. Title of the article, Third Counterfeit American Eagle Discovered. And it isn't just a regular American Eagle. As you can see, there it is. It's the V75 from 2020. Isn't that amazing? And what's amazing is they actually thought they could get away with that. If you know the V75, you know that's absolutely garbage. They did a really poor job on that. I mean, look at this. There's that frosty background there, and it actually has some steps. I mean, these are rounded. So if you know what to look like, you're not going to get got. So let's keep on reading. It says here, genuine Privy Mark proof 2020 West Point American Eagle. End of World War II 75th anniversary silver dollar features a crisp Privy Mark. That's this one to the right. The V75 Privy Mark on the fake piece differs significantly. Yeah, you can't even really see those steps, and it's so rounded, and that frosty background isn't even an example. So that's kind of wah wah. So a third example of a counterfeit Privy Mark proof 2020 W American Eagle end of World War II 75th anniversary silver dollar surfaced recently in an online auction sale on eBay. Yikes! On eBay, folks. Does eBay ever come out and say, yeah, we got a bunch of people for selling counterfeit coins, or Facebook? I don't know. It says here, a California collector, Dean, Louisiana, purchased for $361 what he believed to be a genuine issue with the V75 Privy Mark recessed on the obverse in a cartouche. Okay, Louisiana said he was able to return the purchase to the seller and receive a full refund after notifying him of his counterfeit nature. Louisiana lives in Southern California, while the seller is located north of Los Angeles. Wow, that could be like Palmdale or something like that. But either way, the counterfeit appears to be similar to the two fakes that surfaced in 2021 after being submitted to independent coin graders, that's IGC, in Tampa, Florida. Wow, huh? Somebody, I bet they probably struck, quite a few of them, probably less than 10, I don't know. And we're thinking they were going to get over. That's just sad. I mean, just think if they put their resources to good instead of this shady tree stuff. Here we go. It says, while the edge reading on the newest fake is incorrect compared to a genuine coin, and lettering on the fake is somewhat mushy compared to the inscriptions on a genuine American Eagle, the most obvious telltale sign is the counterfeit nature is with the V75 Privy Mark. And folks, I think that just lends itself to the U.S. Mint taking notice of this is because, hey, we noticed because of the privy mark. So why not add more privy marks to the coins, giving us, well, maybe a false sense of security, but at least a sense of security knowing that the coin we own is genuine and it has the genuine precious metal that, we wanted. It says here, the border of the recessed privy mark of the genuine 2020 West Point coin follows the shape of a pool, that's right, from the National World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C., the model for the privy mark shape. We absolutely knew that. On the counterfeit, the border of the cartouche is not sharp, but rounded, and the depth of the recess is also not sharply defined. I'm telling you, and I'll show you here in a second. It's just so obvious. The U.S. Mint offered 75,000 genuine privy mark coins for $83 each on November 8, 2020, with the limited mintage release selling on out the same day. And remember, the gold coin was supposed to have 1945 on that, sold 1939, and that sells upwards of $20,000. It's incredible. First fakes. It says here IGC received in June 2021 for authentication and grading what its graders eventually determined to be bogus examples. Counterfeits of the Privy Mark Proof 2020 West Point American. There should be like a really quick way of saying that one, right? The Proof V75. There we go. The collector who submitted the two pieces to IGC had purchased them through a posting. Oh, there you go. The collector who submitted the two pieces. So once on eBay and once on Facebook for the other two. IGC noted that the first two struck American Eagle fakes from 2021. The edge reading and design details do not match those of the genuine issue. The motto appears as in God E Trust. Yikes! Boy, I tell you. Pay attention to detail, right? IGC graders believe that fakes they handled are silver plated over base metals. Yikes. The pieces are more than a gram overweight from the statutory 31.103 grams or 1 ounce for 1 troy ounce, I think is what we need to say there, for a genuine issue. The weight of the fake that Louisiana purchased and subsequently returned to the seller weighs slightly over the statutory weight of a genuine coin. And what would be interesting to find out is if the coin that Mr. Louisiana purchased had the same mushy, everything just basically the same. I mean, he did say it was the same, but identical? I don't know. So let's check this out. This is the United States Mint webpage. Bam, there we go. This is the end of World War II V75. I mean, you can see how crispy that is. I mean, look at that. Come on. Look at the little frosty background, no rounding. I mean, these are almost like steps, and that's the shape of the pool right there. So yeah, I mean, I think if the United States Mint did put privy marks on more of their coins, not only would they be more desirable, but they would be more what? Well, less likely to be counterfeited, at least successfully counterfeited, I would think. Now let's keep on keeping on, and I have an article to show you here. This is WikiHow, and it's under Rocks and Minerals and Metals, all right? Co-authored by Edward Llewellyn. Right there, it says here, that's his picture. Now it says here, last updated October 25, 2022. So this is pretty up to date, all right? And a lot of people found this helpful, and I did too. So here we go. How to test silver. This is huge. Perhaps you bought a piece of silver online from a dodgy site. That's funny. Or a friend gave you a piece she found. Maybe you just want to check out some family heirlooms that you've not totally sure are real. Whatever your reason, you'll need to know how to test your silver. Silver is a versatile chemical element. Sterling silver is 92.5% silver and 7.5% other metals, primarily copper. It is harder than pure silver. Pure silver is soft and often called fine silver. That's 3 nines fine to you and me, or 4 nines fine if you're from Canada. Products can often be mistaken as silver if they're silver plated, merely covered with a thin layer of fine silver. Absolutely. Scroll down to step 1 to begin testing your silver. Here we go. Things you should know. Look for a stamp right here. Here we go. Looking for a stamp on the bar. Then evaluate the International Silver Stamp rating by examining the silver piece with a magnifying glass. Test the silver with a magnet. Do the ring test. So here we go. These are all the methods they are showing us. So it says look for the stamps. Item advertises silver and sold internationally should be stamped based on its silver content. If there's no stamp, be leery. That means it's probably hand poured. It may still be pure silver, but created in a country that doesn't require stamping. All right. And I'm not sure how many people here who are hand pours that do or do not stamp their silver. That would be interesting to find out. Now, there's the 925. That's sterling. Evaluate the International Silver Stamp rating. All right. Now, here we go. Testing magnetic qualities. All right. So that indicates a strong pull. That's a thumbs down. And a weak pull is a thumbs up. Okay. Test with a magnet. There we go. There's the magnet. That's the slide magnet. right there, the sliding test. If you're testing silver bars, there's another way you can use a magnet to see if your silver is real or not. Now, I don't think you want to do these with coins, but bars, I guess, okay. Now, angle one of your silver bars so that it is at a 45-degree angle. Slide the magnet down. The magnet should slide down slowly down the face of the bar. This may seem counterintuitive, but silver is paramagnetic, and the rare earth magnetic induces electric eddy currents in the silver, which act as an electromagnetic to create a braking effect that slows the descent of the magnet. That's science. Now here's the ice test. Here we go. The method number 3. And this is science also. It says here, have some ice on hand. Keep it in a freezer until you need it for the test. While it might not seem like ice and silver go together, silver actually has the highest thermal conductivity of any common metal or alloy, though copper is right behind it. And honestly, if it's sterling, it has copper in it. So basically what thermal conductivity is, it's the reason that you can stick your hand in a 350-degree oven and it doesn't get burned, while if you try and stick your hand in a 212-degree pot of boiling water, well, I think you get the point. That's thermal conductivity. Air doesn't do it so much, boy, but water sure does. Look out. There we go. And here we go. I think finally you place your piece of ice directly on the silver. Do not take your eyes off it. The ice will begin to melt immediatamente, as it has been placed on something hot, rather than as if it was placed on something that was just room temperature. That thing will melt immediately. It's incredible to watch. Now there's the the ring test. There we go. 1964 or earlier. The ring test with any coin, silver makes a really lovely bell-like ringing sound when it is tapped on, particularly when it's tapped on with another form of metal. I think silver on silver is probably the best. If you want to try this out before tapping on your questionable silver, find United States quarter made before 1965. They're 90% silver, while U.S. quarters made later than 64 made with copper nickel alloy. The older quarter will give a high-pitched, clear ringing tone, while the newer quarters, the older quarter, high-pitched, clear ringing, while the newer quarters will get a dull thump of a sound. Yeah, womp womp. 6 inches. There you go. Drop the coin on a flat surface. Yeah, I would do that. Chemical analysis. Yeah, I'm not sure. You'd have to probably not really give a, what about the item? Silver testing. That's the acid test. You don't use that on coins ever, I don't think. Look at that. That's trying to find out if it's silver. See, there's a lot of things you can do. I think there's also, you can buy a particular item that actually electronically scans its signature, so which is pretty cool. And I will show you here that in a second. Bam! Now here we go. This is from Hobbylark. All right, How to Spot a Counterfeit American Silver Eagle. And it's by Corey Chappell, December 22, 2022. So it's pretty recent information, so it's good. And it does have here ways to identify fake American Silver Eagle. What is the American Silver Eagle? Nice little history. The best counterfeits are magnetic. Remember that. And it says here, poor quality with incorrect dates. Look at that, incorrect date, 1900. Nope, next. Weight warning, absolutely. So it gives us things to look out for. The DIY method, buy certified, and I think that was it. Maybe it was another actual, maybe it was another article I had up here that did the electronic testing of the electromagnetic signature of the metals. I'll have to check that out. So here we go. Let's go to those plus ones here today, folks. Don't buy fake silver. There's no excuse for it. Really isn't. And it does happen to everybody, and everybody gets burned. But once you do it, don't do it again. Now, here we go to those plus ones. Like I said, this is Psalm 4. It says, answer me when I call to you, my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. How long will you people turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods? Know that the Lord has set apart his faithful servant for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. When you are on your bed, search your hearts and be silent. Offer the sacrifices of the righteous and trust in the Lord. Many, Lord, are asking, who will bring us prosperity? Well, let the light of your face shine on us. Fill my heart with joy when their gain and new wine abound. Here we go. This is it right here. In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. And I just kind of basically summed it up right here below. And it says basically when sinners, that's me too, abandon the deceptiveness of temporary glory and recognize the truth, they will finally repent and find true happiness. That's amazing. Now let's hit over here to 99.9 KOI Coin News Radio. This is When in Rome, The Promise. What a great song. Really is, actually. Hope you dig it. Really do. Now that's it, folks. I want to thank you for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a Silver Stacker. Tell a friend. Out.